YouTube friends, back again on our channel which always brings hot news about the world of K-pop, Korean dramas, and of course the latest news from our favorite idol and handsome actor, Cha. Today, there is an interesting story that is being talked about, especially among international fans. The story comes straight from the military barracks, where Eunwoo is now performing his country duties. And most surprisingly, the story deals with the *** simple, but hilarious *** question. ***, who is your ideal woman? Yes, that question came from one of Eunwoo's barracks mates. At first it sounded ordinary, but it became the subject of exciting talk among the young soldiers in the barracks, and eventually even heard by the public. How was the mood when the question was asked? How did Eunwoo react? And what answer did he give? Let's peel it together in long coverage this time. Since officially enlisting in the army, the public has been curious about Cha Eunwoo's daily life. As a high-profile celebrity accustomed to living under the spotlight, she now lives a very different life, simple, disciplined, and full of rules. And the military barracks, Eunwoo is no longer an idol with thousands of fans always chanting her name. He was just a young soldier who, like the others, had to get up early, exercise, keep clean, and follow various instructions from the senior as well as the commander. However, there was one thing that never changed about her: her humble demeanor and natural charm that always made those around her feel comfortable. Many of Barack's friends were initially awkward interacting with him because of his status as a major artist. But slowly all those walls came crashing down. Eunwoo shows that he is a simple person, willing to joke, and does not hesitate to help his friends. One of the stories that went viral was when Eunwoo patiently taught his colleague to fold the blanket neatly according to military standards. That small act made many in the barracks feel that he was not only a Hallyu star, but also a reliable friend. The story of Eunwoo's dream woman actually starts from a relaxing moment at night. At that time, the soldiers had just finished with exhausting physical training. They gathered in the dugout, joking while enjoying a simple snack they bought in the military canteen. The atmosphere is warm. The barack lights are not too bright, but enough to make everyone feel relaxed. Small laughter was heard here and there, small talk was rolling. Some people talk about their families, others tell about lovers waiting at home, others joke about past love experiences. Well, in the middle of this atmosphere, attention suddenly turned to Cha Eunwoo's figure. His friends began to wonder, has a big star like himself ever experienced a simple love story? Does he have a particular type of woman that he has always kept in his heart? And there came a moment that later became a big highlight. One of the soldiers, who was known to be quite close to Eunwoo, ventured to open up the conversation. Eunwoo, we've talked a lot about our boyfriends and girlfriends. What about you? You're a big celebrity, there must be so many types of girls who approach you. But really, what is your ideal woman like? The question instantly made the atmosphere of the barracks quiet. All eyes were on Eunwoo. Even a small laugh that had sounded boisterous suddenly stopped. There was the same kind of curiosity on the faces of everyone in the room. Naturally, who isn't curious about Cha Eunwoo's personal life? Especially about love and a dream woman, something that he rarely reveals openly in public. Hearing that question, Eunwoo initially only smiled a little. Her smile, which has always made millions of fans fall in love, now looked so sincere in the simple atmosphere of a military barracks. He looked around, looking at his friends who were waiting for an answer. There was a bit of awkwardness on his face, but it was also noticeable that he didn't feel pressured. With a joking tone, he briefly answered, "Well, you guys, if I were you, I'd be dead." The speech instantly broke the tension. Everyone laughed again, but it was even more curious. One of the other soldiers quickly chimed in. "It's okay, it's important that we know first. Besides, who knows what kind of woman you want is the same as one of us, so we can compare, ha ha ha." His jokes made the atmosphere boisterous again. But still, their focus doesn't shift, they want to know the original answer from Eunwoo. For an idol as well as an actor, questions like this are usually avoided in front of the public. However, inside the barracks the atmosphere was different. No cameras, no reporters, no managers. There were only fellow soldiers who were sharing personal stories. This is what makes Eunwoo's answer feel more valuable. Because unlike the formal interview where he could dodge or answer diplomatically, this time he was in a more frank moment. But will he really answer it honestly? or just keep their privacy? The chat continues. Some soldiers try to lure Eunwoo in various ways. Some joke with the names of other artists, some try to guess, some even deliberately sing love songs to make the atmosphere more fluid. Eunwoo could only laugh a little, occasionally looked down, occasionally raised his hand as if asking for forgiveness for continuing to be invaded with the same question, until finally, after a few minutes had passed, Eunwoo began to look ready to answer. He took a deep breath, looking around with serious but still warm eyes. And it's here that her friends realize they're about to hear something that Eunwoo may never have revealed before. However, that answer only really came out **** in the fourth minute *** of their conversation. Well, YouTube friends, in this first part we only get to the 10 seconds before Eunwoo actually reveals his dream woman. All the soldiers were waiting, the atmosphere of the barracks was quiet, and the heart seemed to beat faster waiting for the words from the mouth of the star. What did he really say? Does it have a surprising special type? Or is it that the answer is so simple, yet makes everyone moved? YouTube friends, now we come to the moment that was really awaited. After a few minutes of small talk and laughter in the barracks dugout, Cha Eunwoo finally starts to look ready to answer the most sensitive question of the night. Asterisk, what does your ideal woman look like? Asterisk, his friends, who were still joking, suddenly fell silent. All aware, they will hear something that rarely comes out of the mouth of a big celebrity. Just imagine Cha Eunwoo, an idol and actor with a myriad of achievements, will reveal his heart about the woman he has always admired. Time seems to go slower. Even the sound of an old fan in the corner of the room felt very clear to the ears. All eyes looked towards Eunwoo, waiting for the first words to come out of his lips. Eunwoo looked down for a moment, then smiled faintly. The smile is not a contrived smile for the camera, but a sincere smile that portrays mixed feelings. He looked a little embarrassed, but also like he was ready to speak as he was. Slowly he opened asterisk. Actually, when it comes to dream women, I never tell too many stories. But since you keep asking, maybe this time I'll tell you the truth. Asterisk. That sentence made the room even quieter. Some of the soldiers who were still leaning back relaxed, now sat up straight. Curiosity is rising. Eunwoo continued with her soft voice asterisk. The ideal woman for me is not just about appearance. Of course, I am also human. I can be amazed at the beauty of a person. But more than that, I always feel comfortable with people who have a good heart. Someone who can make me feel calm, even when I'm in a difficult situation. Asterisk. Several soldiers immediately looked at each other. Some nodded slowly, as if understanding his point, because they know Eunwoo's life as a star is certainly stressful. Eunwoo added asterisk. I like a woman who can smile sincerely, who can make the atmosphere warm just by her presence. For me, it is more valuable than just external beauty. Hearing that, several soldiers immediately commented spontaneously. Well, Eunwoo, the answer is a resounding yes. I thought you would answer idol or famous actress, said one of the soldiers as he chuckled. Others chimed in asterisk. Yes, I think I will also mention the name of the artist. The answer is philosophical. Asterisk. A small laugh was heard again, but this time mixed with admiration. They did not expect that behind the figure of a celebrity who always looks perfect, Eunwoo has such a sincere and simple view of love. Eunwoo then gives a more specific example, while maintaining her privacy.